maybe if we decide this so that we know what to put in the handbook, then next month, because like I said, he's been asking these questions and we can't say nothing, anywhere.
Okay, so what are you guys thinking? You wanna think about this because we're not gonna approve the handbook until the next meeting. So you guys wanna sit and think about, and then come up with your ideas, or do you wanna, I think that's probably the best to sit and think about, or would you wanna make a motion tonight?
Whichever you want, just so we have it. So
Well, you are allowed to make a motion if you wanna do that. You done? Okay? Okay, so go ahead and make a
Okay.
motion, Colette, and then we can.
Okay, we are currently doing $50, correct?
Yep. Well, 15 years seems like a,
It's a long time.
if
for a
the
month,
teachers are 15 years, they should be 15 years.
Right. I was just thinking of a dollar amount in the head, so this is trying to do. That's only $1.25.
$15 an hour. I know non-certified varies greatly.
The sub kitchen repair, which is 13.60. $56.40.
Okay,
So,
so,
hold on for a second, so we move up the pay areas, that will change, or is it gonna be?
we'll probably leave it for a while, and
Yeah.
again, like, we did, we'll do it now, and then maybe in 3 4 whatever, it is. I think it's gonna just go, to get back for a while, so.
Going back to 15. But I knew that.
We haven't had someone who's had a equipment on the other. Take a phase, usually go back to all right, I'll make a motion that for non-certified, if whether they're resigning or retiring, as long as they're after 15 years of being here, should we say up, we would give them up to 35 days at $55 a day.
Certified is certified?
Yeah.
Okay, the motion is, after 15 years,
After 15 years, they're eligible to be paid up to 35 days of sick leave at $55 a day.
for $55 a day. Okay. 15 years paid up to 35 days, paid $55 a day. Is there a second to that motion? Okay, Claude made the motion, James seconded it. So the motion is, a non-certified staff, after 15 years of employment at Harvey School, it can be paid up to 35 days of the leave up at $55 a day. Discussion. Sick leave, correct? Sick leave.
Honestly.
We're talking
And that's
sick
in the
leave, we're not talking
Take
personal.
it.
Right,
So
yeah.
make sure that's in the motion, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, I did say that, yeah.
So, Mr. Paul, do you want to read what you have on your motion?
I have, non-certified staff after 15 years plus, may eligible up to 35 of their sick days at $55 a day.
Okay, everybody good with that motion? Everybody understand that? Okay, one more time. Discussion? Discussion? Discussion. All in favor of the motion then of 15, of non-certified staff being paid after 15 years of service, up to 35 days at $55 per day. Please say aye. Motion passes unanimously. Okay. Now we will go into executive session. Before we do that,
He added it.
oh yeah, we added the computers.
Yes.
We'll go off the side. Go ahead, Mr. Locke, you're up.
So, Mrs. Walsh inquired about her school computer. I placed a policy in front of everybody, policy ICCB. And so she inquired about the possibility of purchasing her school computer, because she has a lot of stuff on it. And it was past practice that doing so would be in violation of the policy that's in front of you. Now, I read through it about 5 times. That what?
That we could, we would have to put it out. We can double check, but
Right.
we had someone that purchased.
Now, my question, the reason I even, because I don't like doing stuff without knowing,
Yeah.
but my thought process is, if it weren't a violation of this, if we could sell it to her at the cost of a replacement. Does that make sense? I told her I wanted to run it past you guys, I wanna make sure we do it the right way.
I would have no problem, we used to do it, we found that out a couple of years ago when somebody quit. They wanted to buy it, and we were going to, and I don't know how this come by accident, it was in a resignation contract. And then they said, oh, no, this is about $100. It has to be.
When I retired, I had to go buy
I would love to.
I had to bring and take all my personal documents and put them on them, I had to give it to bidder up. And so I guess,
I wouldn't mind otherwise, but he didn't know that when he seen it, and she just was like, no, you can't do that, so I don't know, you could double check.
Right.
If you wanna double check,
Yeah.
who, where you can call.
The devil's advocate piece is, well, if you're paying for a direct replacement with a brand new one, it seems like a no-brainer, but I get 100% where you're coming from. And obviously, anything would be removed by armor in the school.
yeah, I was supposed to.
Yeah.
I guess I'm okay if you wanna check it out and see how it's supposed to go.
Again, put that in there, and check it
Fine,
out, and we'll
that's
make the
fine.
motion tonight.
I wanted more input from you because this is an avenue I've never been down before.
I guess, I just remember when I retired, I took all the stuff that I made myself and kept it,
Yeah.
school stuff I could not keep, so. Okay, you'll check into that.
Yep.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move into, executive session. Before we do that though, we'll just tell you what our July meeting was, if you don't wanna stick around for executive session. So, our July meeting will be the 3rd Wednesday, correct?
Well, you're back, right? Well, but I'd like you, because I want you to be able to do the handbooks, I mean, because you're familiar with them, and you actually stay until the whole business, so.
Yeah.
I mean, you should,
That's what the old.
I'd really like your input on the handbooks and things and stuff, so.
I'm not back until 27.
That's what I'm talking about, and what do the rest of you think? Aaron, is there anything decisive that has to be made by the 3rd Wednesday? Is there anything that you're gonna run out of time with? The one thing I know is that there's your meal rates, but is there anything else that's gonna appear with the running of our school?
Aide to look at too, or we might end up with a special one, like
Right.
first week of July, or July, August, 6th to the 14th.
What the heck, you guys taking leases in the
Chapter
summertime?
Elem?
What's going on here?
My daughter.
I'm gone the 8th to the school, so I don't know.
How about you? You go anywhere in the summer?
You're leaving on the
I'm happy for all you going on vacation, I really am, so. I went to Italy for 2 weeks in June last year, so I should not be saying anything, so.
But honestly, from the 2nd until the 23rd, I think that'd be really, really hard for me. Really hard.
So you're saying you don't, what are you saying?
I'm just saying that, because we have family reunion all before us from the 2nd to the 6th, and then it gives me 2 whole days to get ready to
Well,
be done.
what if we considered, we don't have to set this in stone right now, but what if we considered looking next Tuesday or Wednesday
then if we
Okay,
would
all right.
have had one later or something.
And then we can make those
And
decisions.
if he has
then,
anything else, he
And then we
needs
can
to.
keep the regular board meeting on the third Wednesday.
Correct.
You okay with that, Vanessa?
Could we do a filming?
We can do the committee meeting followed by, or vice versa.
Okay,
Yeah, true, I guess that way if we do that.
all right, so what's the
So,
review?
So
So,
what are we gonna do this next week?
with that, I'll throw,
are you gone next week?
Yeah, I mean, we can take it.
I can take it.
You can take it.
Tuesday, Wednesday next week, you guys, you don't have to answer me now, but check your calendars to see what could potentially.
I'm good either one.
Okay, so what I'm saying is for the people out there, they need to know when our next regular board meeting is going to be, so I'm hearing we're gonna keep that the third Wednesday of July,
Yep.
which is what date?
15th.
The 15th. So the regular board meeting for July will be July 15th at 7 PM. Okay? So that's set, so everybody in this room knows that. And again, when we make a, and again, if you're going in, make sure now that,
Yeah.
excuse me, Chad, you're gonna make sure Aaron knows so he can contact these people here
Yeah.
when you meeting is on.
Yep.
Okay? Everybody good with that? The date? So, July 15, 7 PM will be our July meeting, that's what we call annual meeting, reorganization meeting. New president takes over.
Old one.
I would call for a motion to go into executive session, please.
I'll make a motion to move into executive session pursuant to Northfield Central Code 44-19.1 for negotiation purposes.
Okay, is there a second? You probably moved that we're gonna go into executive session, for negotiation purposes. Motion passes, and we'd like to thank the rest of